Unfortunately, the cannabidiol marketplace has been tainted by sort of the cowboy medicine that we've seen, and there have been a lot of products out there that have not been the quality that you would expect them to be. And as a result, people have tried it and they said, it doesn't work. And that is really distressing when I'm seeing as high as a 90% response to using the cannabidiol, and they're telling me, doesn't work. Well, why didn't it work? What product were you working with? I don't know. So I've been looking for a company that would provide the kind of quality and has the background that I trust. And that's why I've been working with the company Elixinol, because they have provided the transparency. They have the philosophy and the ethics and to carry forward on that and provide an absolute quality product. I have not found any difficulty with the products, and consistently it's been highly effective.
So the hemp is imported?
Yes.
And then the company takes the hemp and extracts the CBD?
Well, actually the CBD is extracted overseas, and it is shipped in barrels to Colorado, where it's put into different forms for the different products that they use.
Okay. Coming from Europe, I'm assuming it's non-GMO and totally organic.
It is. And knowing Europe like you do, then you realize that a lot of these farmers have been farming for millennia or decades at least. And so that is one of the things that one of the owners of the company is a hemp farmer for the last 23 years. And he well knows the industry, and he personally visits the farms where this is produced. And these are fields that have been producing hemp for decades as well.
What's the extraction method for getting CBD out of the hemp? Do you know?
Yes, it's supercritical CO2 liquid extraction. And so that's the modern era of how we do our cold presses. Plus it allows a specific removal of substances and substance areas. And you're skipping the heavy metals, and of course you're looking out for any pesticides that could be involved with it. But with the organic, mature farms, then you're not going to encounter that. But nevertheless, it's tested on an every batch basis, so you're making sure that those products continue to be pure.
Okay.
Now the other thing is that this is a whole plant extract as much as can be done. And that's important because when they've done the science on cannabidiol alone in an isolated fashion, it has not performed that well. So it makes a difference about the entourage, the other substances that are there, the other cannabinoids, the terpenes, the polyphenols, and the flavonoids that are contained in it. And I think that's the reason why we have seen patients who have tried the Epidiolex, which is the current CBD product that is focused on epilepsy. People fail at that, but they've been able to switch over to Elixinol and get results, the positive results that come from it.
I understand what you're saying, and you said early on that there was animal testing. Can you talk about the animal testing?
Well, there's been animal testing in the way of cannabidiol in general, but no, I can't give you any specific testing. I can't tell you Elixinol, any specific testing with animals on Elixinol.
Do you have a chemical analysis
Yes.
of that product?
Yes.
The specific
Yeah,
terpenes and polyphenols?
Yes, that's available as well. As well as the profile for heavy metals, biologic pathogens, as well as pesticides to prove that it's clean.
Are you aware of any veterinary use of this product?
Yes. In fact, I regularly talk with a number of pet owners who come to me and ask about its use. And I have one client in Tampa, Florida, who is using it on her Yorkie. Has failed, this Yorkie, 12 years old, failed at all other therapies, maximum drugs, and was pretty well drugged out on the chemicals that he was being given. Started with the cannabidiol, resolved his seizures, but more than that, this dog has become as if he were 3 years old again, in terms of bouncing around, jumping, barking behavior, normal Yorkie behavior that would go on with it. Completely restored. The owner, this is quite interesting, the owner was reluctant to take it. She gives everything to her dogs, and she does run a facility for dogs, for dog care. She was reluctant and she was resistant, and even after the severe accident that she had and left her with, she told me, 2 broken arms, she refused to take the CBD, even though I reinforced how valuable it was and what she had seen. So finally, within this last 2 weeks, I was able to get her started on the CBD, and absolutely transformed. She is a different woman as a result of using CBD on herself. Pain's gone, the problems that she's had are being relieved, she's active and vigorous. Amazing to see this transformation, and I'm so pleased that we could do it in her, the master, to the dog.